in Italy when he went to study. The last several years he was in Italy studying. It is possible that State House funded him. But how do you give up your soul? Many of these people don't realize that their children will live. Tomorrow, my father-in-law is buried in Uganda. May God rest his soul. May God rest Nathan Okori's soul. I still tear up because one of the things that I knew about Baba, we called him Baba, was the truthfulness. However bad something is, he's going to tell you. And he was honest. He, amidst heavy intimidation, Nathan Okori came out and said, my son was killed. He said, and my son told me that he was poisoned. In a group that we chat in about the funeral, Honorable Mawa, a very, very, very honorable Acholi individual. I don't know why he's not in public leadership. He should be. He sent a message and said that the message again. He said, tomorrow we'll send off our father, Nathan Okori. But I want to remind you all of how honorable he was. Nathan Okori said, my son was killed. And he stuck by it under heavy intimidation. You know, if all else, Nathan Okori was the one to bring Jacob, his only son, or his own son, to the hospital in Seattle. It should have been the brother of Jacob Olanya to go with him to Seattle for treatment. It should have been Musee to go with his son for treatment. But no, they sent strangers with him. Even if he was to die, even if, they should have sent him with a loved one. He did not have that. He was in his deathbed with strangers. That is how Museveni and his people do things. They chartered a whole plane where this man would lay in a portion of it. And they sent a few guys who had nothing to do with love and care for him. They were just doing a job. Mao, his girlfriend, and a few other people, 2, 3, 4 people, none of them cared as much as Jacob's son, Andrew, would have cared. As much as Jacob's brother would have cared. As much as Musee Nathan Okori would have cared. God rest his soul. Man. You know, we don't have any more mentors. If we are looking, we don't have. We have to start a new generation of mentors for our children. It is unfortunate, and I don't know how this is going to be taken. It is unfortunate that the offsprings of Jacob rely or lean on people Musee suspected of killing their father. It breaks my heart. But again, I don't know what the shoes they walk in. I don't. I'm here to speak for me. And today, I am telling our people that we don't have any mentors. We don't have mentors that we expect. Because everyone is trying to eat. The Odonga, who should be mentors to us, are looking to eat. The offsprings of the people who have died are being fed so that they don't think. So that they stay and worship the people who have sent their people to be departed. That's just the reality of life there. It breaks my heart, and I'm sad about it today. I am sniffling because all of a sudden I felt deep sadness for Mzee today. But not just for him. It is not right to bury our own children. If you're a parent here, we should never bury our children first. But as a NUP member, I know firsthand that we've buried so many. And the reason why we fight is so that we stop this. So that we stop this. So that our children will know that we did something. That we fought. And they'll emulate what we have. Even if mine are young, someday they'll find this. Someday somebody will say, your mother did this or that or the other. Let us not let our generation down. If you are in a place of teach, if you are in a place of if somebody can learn anything from you, which I don't believe any human being is useless. I don't. You know, Odonga, being the person that he is, in a situation that he is, a human being that he is, he's powerful, unfortunately. There are people who will believe him. There are people who will believe him. There are people who will think Odonga has said the right thing and will run with it and lead the wrong path. Please, if you don't have anything good to say, don't say it. Odonga does not have to come on TV and say garbage like this. Because his words matter. His words, like all of us, his words will matter someday. The children of Museveni do not have a place in Uganda, in anyone's heart anymore. God, I hope their grandchildren have the same last names. I really do. If the Museveni's children have the same last names, then we're in the right place. Because they will not even get a position to fetch water for anyone, let alone live in Uganda. Unfortunately, that's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. It's sad. Mzee lived the rest of his life after Jacob died thinking about the pain his son went through. Thinking about that pain. You know, when he came here, he went into ICU immediately. When somebody is very sick here, they recommend hospice. Hospice means comfort care, where all you get is medication to just keep you painless. That is where he needed his family members. Jacob needed Mzee right there. Jacob needed his brother right there. Jacob needed his son right there. It is said that when they said that Jacob will not recover because the doctors think he's far gone with his organs failing, they called State House and said he's not going to recover. Can we bring him home so he can spend the rest of his time at home? Museveni said, do not bring him back unless he's gone. Okay? Museveni said, do not bring that man here before he's dead. Think about that. Think about that. To think that Odonga is from that tribe. No one should bury their child. Especially knowing the details of what might have happened to him. No. No one should. So Odonga, while you dance this dance, just know that as this boat of Museveni sinks, he's going to have to toss off some valuables. And as much as you think you're still in his good graces, when it is time to let you off the boat, you will go. People like Mao. Mao went with Jacob to the hospital in Seattle. In describing the deterioration of his health, he did not think that my brother could potentially need his family member here. My brother would need his family member here. No. His ticket is paid. He's in the US. He's probably living well. The doctor said his brother is dying. So what? So what? Mao stayed here with his deteriorating brother's health here, with Mzee in Uganda, with Andrew, Jacob's older son, in Uganda, with Jacob's brother in Uganda, able-bodied in Uganda. And yet he knew that his brother is dying. Those are the leaders we have in Acholi. In Uganda, those are the leaders we have. That is my experience. But there are other experiences out there. Several others. This is what Museveni has turned you to, against your own people. Against your own people. Wake up, Uganda. Everybody wake up. We must keep each other. We must care for each other. If Bobby Wine cannot live in Uganda today, it's a matter of time before all of us cannot live there. All of us. You who is still there thinking that you're safe, you're not. You're not, because you know what? It's a matter of time. All these wealthy people have their wealth taken away in a second. Gone. The Musevenis inherited and it's done. All of you in Owino, you have been given up to the end of this week. Owino is supposed to be burned down. It has been signed. Museveni and Salim Saleh and Muhoozi have already said that Owino should not exist for another week without a fire. Owino should go. So go well, Baba. You shouldn't have buried your son. But it's okay. They will pay. I know they will. You needed each other. You know, I didn't want to make him a part of politics. I really didn't. But his example is really one of those that's everywhere. If I'm experiencing it, many of you may have. Or someone has that you know, that's close to you. So just when you hear the likes of Odonga talk from your area, speak up to them. We have to speak up. Because if we don't, they think we don't know and we don't care. We must fight for our country. We can't just let it go. Today is Mzee. Somebody else is brewing in Museveni's mind. The next and the next and the next and the next. Did you know that Don Nabasa, who was arrested by Muhoozi, is the brother of Adonia, who is the U.S. foreign mission from Uganda, and Adonia comes from Kagame's actual family? Do you know that? Are you that important to them? If they can do that to their own people. Don Nabasa, the one who was assigned to kill His Excellency, now depends on His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu to get him relief from captivity of Muhoozi. Can you imagine that? Did you think that would ever be possible? You know, when you see these people fighting and beating people up and shooting people up, you think they their life is immortal. Don Nabasa is the brother of Adonia. John, I'm okay. Thank you. All day I've been thinking about this. I didn't think I'd come today, but I'm fine. I'm okay. Don Nabasa is the brother of Adonia, foreign mission from Uganda, to the US, the same guy who was speaking and saying that whatever Bobby Wine is saying is not true, trying to squash that, she shared the same thing in the media of Uganda, is the brother of Kagame, a relative of Kagame, close relative. All these people are related. All of them. Then comes the apologists like Odonga, who have absolutely no relation, plotting all day, all night, trying to see where he can get some sprinkles of cash. I am most disappointed in people like him, because Odonga should be a mentor to me, or at least to people like us who are trying to rectify things back home. All of us who are trying. Those are the people we should lean on. Yes, Dennis, it's Don Ayebare. Yes, he's a relative of Don Nabasa is the brother of Don Ayebare, who is a foreign mission in the US for Uganda. But that goes to show you how important you are when the time comes. If Don can be brought to his knees, what about you? So we all have to stand up in a choir and sing the same song against these people, or else, when some of us think they can eat those crumbs, we are not going to survive until even they go. Because the way Museveni is making decisions now, anything that's outermost, you see, when you peel an onion, you start from the outside and then on and then on. Like an onion, Museveni is the center. All of it must get undone. Everybody around him, he will throw under the bus.